Previously, in Breaking Point.
You know, the first time you see a car, your car, alongside Ferrari, McLaren, Mercedes, that's what it's all about.
Aiden, listen.
Between you and me, I don't think this team is right for me.
Callie Mayer becomes the first woman ever to win the F2 championship.
What about your dad? Has he called to congratulate you yet, Callie?
Nope. Next question.
Hello, friends, welcome to my channel. Today we're going on a fast-paced and thrilling journey into the world of Formula One with a full review of F1 25, the latest title from Codemasters and EA Sports, released on May 30th, 2025. Of course, those who purchased the iconic edition have been enjoying the game since May 27th. I've spent hours behind the wheel of this game, from challenging tracks to dramatic storylines, and I can confidently say this is an exceptional experience that will capture the heart of every Formula One fan. In this video, we're going to break it all down, from the gripping Breaking Point 3 story mode to the realistic gameplay, stunning graphics, diverse game modes, and even its connection to the upcoming Formula One movie. So buckle up, because we're about to hit full throttle and dive into this high-octane world. Imagine being in a real Grand Prix, the roar of the engines in your ears, the crowd cheering, and you're racing through the Bahrain circuit at 300 kilometers per hour. That's exactly the feeling F1 25 delivers. From the moment I launched the game and saw the EA Sports and Codemasters logos, I knew I was in for something special. This game isn't just for hardcore Formula One fans. It's an unforgettable experience for anyone who loves speed and intense competition. Let's start with the story, because I believe one of the best parts of F1 25 is the return of the Breaking Point 3 narrative mode. It plays out like a dramatic sports series that places you right in the middle of a story filled with emotion, rivalry, and tough decisions. The story takes place in the fictional Connor Sport team, now owned by Davidoff Butler, the father of two central characters, Devin Butler and Callie Mayer. The story begins in the 2024 season and kicks off with a surprising dramatic twist that shakes the entire team. You can play as either of the two drivers, Aiden Jackson or Callie Mayer. Each character brings their own perspective and unique story, making you feel truly immersed as part of the team. What makes Breaking Point 3 truly special is that your choices actually impact the story. For example, in a race, you might decide to follow the team's strategy or take a risk and go your own way. These decisions can affect your relationships with teammates, coaches, or even sponsors. I personally replayed the story several times with different choices just to see what alternate endings I could get. And the cutscenes, they're phenomenal. Thanks to NVIDIA Audio 2-Face technology, the facial animations look incredibly lifelike, like you're watching a Hollywood film. Side characters like Casper Ackerman, an experienced engineer, or Andre O'Connor, who plays a pivotal role in the story, add emotional depth to the game. There are moments when I genuinely got emotional, especially when Devin Butler had to retire from racing due to health issues. The story takes around 5 to 6 hours to complete, but with 4 difficulty levels and great replay value, you can stay engaged for many more hours. Now let's talk about the gameplay, because this is where F1 25 really shines. The driving experience is on a whole new level. Codemasters has taken driving physics to new heights with the EGO engine. You truly feel like you're in control of a Formula One car. Everything is incredibly realistic, from how weather and temperature affect your tires to how the car handles in tight corners. The game's AI has also seen major improvements. Rival drivers now react dynamically and unpredictably. For instance, I was racing against Max Verstappen at Imola, and just as I was about to overtake him, he unexpectedly changed his line and forced me to rethink my entire strategy. These kinds of moments make every race feel fresh and exciting. Another cool feature is the reverse tracks. In F1 25, you can race in reverse layout versions of tracks like Silverstone, Red Bull Ring, and Zandvoort. This completely changes the feel of the circuits. For example, curves you used to rely on for acceleration might now throw you off balance. The first time I raced in reverse at Silverstone, it felt like I was discovering an entirely new track. This feature adds a lot of variety to the game and makes even familiar circuits feel challenging again. Now let's take a look at the different game modes, because F1 25 really has something for every kind of player. First up, My Team 2, which I think is one of the deepest modes in the series so far. In this mode, you build a Formula One team from the ground up. You can choose your team name, logo, and colors, hire drivers and engineers, and manage your budget. One interesting twist is that you have to operate under the real F1 budget cap, just like actual teams. For instance, you might decide to focus your R&D resources on aerodynamics or invest in engine development to gain more speed. These decisions directly affect your team's on-track performance. I created my own team and tried to strike a good balance by hiring one young driver and one experienced veteran. But I have to admit, managing the budget and keeping sponsors happy can get pretty complex, sometimes even overwhelming, especially for new players. Driver Career Mode is perfect for those who just want to focus on racing and aim for the World Championship. In this mode, you start as a rookie driver, signing contracts with different teams, improving your skills, and trying to shine in races. What makes this mode exciting is that you can see legendary drivers behind the wheel of modern cars, or even add an 11th team, like Connor Sport or APX GP, to the grid. I started with a mid-tier team and gradually worked my way up to better contracts. The sense of progression in this mode is genuinely satisfying. Another new and exciting addition is the Challenge Career Mode, which features timed scenarios. In this mode, you have to achieve specific objectives within a limited time, like making a key overtake on a particular track. It lets you compete on a global leaderboard and brings an online competition feel to the game. I tried a few of these challenges, and I have to say, they're incredibly addictive. Now let's talk about one of the most interesting features of F1 25, its connection to the upcoming F1 movie starring Brad Pitt. The game includes a dedicated mode that lets you play as part of the fictional APX GP team alongside the film's characters, Sonny Hayes and Joshua Pierce. This mode features 6 high-speed scenarios inspired by key moments from the movie and blends cinematic cutscenes with gameplay. These scenarios will be available starting June 30th, but if you pre-order the Iconic Edition, you can get an early preview at Silverstone. I haven't played through all of these scenarios yet, but the preview alone showed just how exciting this feature can be for both movie fans and gamers. Just imagine racing at Monza in the APX GP car, feeling like you're part of a Hollywood blockbuster. In addition to the main game modes, F1 25 offers plenty of other ways to have fun. For example, you can jump into time trial mode and try to set the fastest lap times on different tracks, or head into online multiplayer to compete with players from around the world. There's also a mode called F1 World, an online hub with daily and weekly challenges. In this mode, you can earn various rewards and progress through an online season. Another cool feature is Fan Zone, which lets you pick your favorite driver or constructor and participate in seasonal events. This variety ensures there's always something to do in the game. Now let's talk about graphics and sound, because this is where F1 25 truly shines. Visually, the game is a masterpiece. Codemasters used LiDAR technology to accurately scan 5 tracks: Melbourne, Suzuka, Bahrain, Miami, and Imola, and the result is circuits that feel like they've been lifted straight from the real world. Every slope, bump, and even the vegetation along the track has been recreated with incredible detail. If you're playing on PC and have a powerful graphics card, you can take advantage of path tracing, which brings lighting and reflections to an entirely new level. For example, when I was racing in Miami at sunset, the reflections on the car's bodies and the wet asphalt after the rain left me speechless. The car models are also fantastic. Every sponsor logo, every line on the bodywork, it's all crafted with great attention to detail. The driver models in the cutscenes can sometimes look a bit plastic, but they look much better during actual races. The HUD heads-up display has also been updated and now closely resembles a real Formula One steering wheel, which enhances the immersion even further. In terms of sound, the engine roars, the screeching of the tires, and the commentary by Matt Gallagher and Alex Jacques all deliver the atmosphere of a real race. There are even real driver radio lines included, which adds a very cool layer of authenticity. Although there are some small issues with the sound mix, like radio messages occasionally getting cut off, they're not serious enough to ruin the overall experience. Now, let's be realistic and talk about the strengths and weaknesses of the game. In my opinion, F1 25 has a lot to be praised for. The driving simulation and AI are absolutely top-notch, delivering the feel of a real F1 race. The Breaking Point 3 story mode is incredibly engaging, and its impactful choices make you want to replay it multiple times. The wide variety of game modes, from My Team to Challenge Career, and even the tie-in with the F1 movie brings plenty of variety. And of course, the graphics and sound are stunning. But no game is perfect, right? One criticism of F125 is that for those who played previous versions like F124, the game might feel a bit repetitive. Even though a lot of new features have been added, the overall experience still feels quite similar. Another issue is that gamepad controls can be tricky, especially for newcomers. If you have a racing wheel, you'll definitely have a better experience. The management aspects of My Team can also get overly complex, which might feel exhausting for players who just want to race. There have also been reports of minor bugs, such as texture pop-ins on certain tracks or long loading times on consoles, but none of these really take away from the fun and excitement of the game. To sum it all up, F125 is an incredible game that sets a new standard for the series. Whether you're a die-hard Formula 1 fan or just looking for a high-quality racing game, this one is absolutely worth your time and money. From the gripping story mode and intense gameplay to the stunning visuals and its exciting tie-in with the upcoming F1 movie, this game delivers a truly complete experience. I've spent hours immersed in it, and honestly, I still can't put down. Before we wrap up, here are a few quick tips for new players. If you're diving into My Team, focus on aerodynamics first. It really improves your cornering speed. In driver career, start with a mid or lower tier team to build your skills and climb the ranks. And in Breaking Point, don't be afraid to make bold choices. Sometimes the most dramatic endings come from taking risks. Or if you're heading online, make sure to customize your controls for better handling and comfort. Thanks so much for sticking with me. If you enjoyed this review, please give it a like, drop your thoughts in the comments, and don't forget to subscribe to the channel for more deep dive reviews and content.